What's up, guys? Garrett with SelfTaughtDev. Today, we're going to do some more CSS battles because I'm out of video ideas right now and I have to have a video by 11:59 a.m. tomorrow. Actually, this is a great tip to stay motivated. Put money on the line. I'm in a little gaming Discord and I get some friends in there and I bet them all $1,000 that if I ever don't have a video out by 11:59 a.m. Central Standard Time, I have to give them $1,000 if they call me out on it and they catch me. So I'm running out of time. Don't have any video ideas and we're gonna keep doing this stuff. I don't want to do these back to back to back, and I'm probably gonna eventually go through all of the CSS battles. But like I said, I don't want to do them back to back to back. I want to have a variety of content in there. So if you guys have any video ideas or anything you'd like me to put out there, let me know in the comments below, and I will happily make that next week. Anyway, on to now. We're gonna do this one here and this one here. I'm imagining we might get to this one. I haven't really thought too much about how I'd make this one. I imagine I have to do some center content and then border radius. Ooh, could that be how I make these? Because I was not thinking about making these circles with border radius, or not border radius, with border. Because I could have the center content, that color. Anyway, we'll get to that one when I get to it. But anyway, this, I'm saying anyway a lot. I might need to cut one of those out. This square one here, that's pretty easy. We got the background, we got a rectangle in the center, we got a square rotated, another square rotated, and then a circle. And that one's gonna be pretty easy. This one is also pretty easy. It's just gonna be tedious because of all this curvature here. We're gonna have to overlay a lot of we're gonna have to have a lot of rectangles that are the same color as the background and then this yellow part, but we'll get to that. So anyway, like last time, we are gonna time this, so I need my timer, not Risk of Rain. Cool, we're gonna reset this and we're recording. My audio is good, right? Yeah, cool. All right, sweet. Ready, set, go. And load, come on. We're wasting seconds here. We're gonna clear out these little comments from the bottom because that's just wasted space, you know? And then, as always, we're gonna go ahead and take out the body first. Say body, background, if I can spell ground right. Spelling and talking is just something I have a challenge with all the time. Which one of these, is it this one? I think it's this left one here, right? That center circle is that one that's just slightly off color from that other one. And then what all do we need? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 divs we're gonna need. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then what are we gonna call these? So we're gonna have class on these. One's gonna be teal because it has that teal, I guess that's a teal color, right? Would you guys say that's a teal color? If you think that's a teal color, give me a thumbs up. If you don't think it's a teal color, let me know what you think it should be called in the comments below. And then, so we've got our first div, which is gonna be this big rectangle on the back. And then our second one is gonna be, or our second teal class is gonna be this third square right here, right? Because you gotta think about it in layers. We got the background, we got the teal rectangle, we have this square, this grayish, blackish square on top. We've got another teal square on top of that, and then the circle. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got 4 divs, cool. And then this is gonna have class circle. Circle's gonna have its own color, and then what's this other one gonna be? Class, and this one's gonna be rotated square, and the teal square is also going to have that class because that's what we're going to use to rotate them. And then we're going to give this a class called dark, I guess, because we're just going to give it a dark color. This div here, do we need any of that stuff? I don't think we need any of that stuff, so we're going to or is there anything common in these that we can extract out? Not really, because the rectangle in the background is different from the 2 squares. We've already got rotated square on those. We might just call that RS because they use less characters, and then we get more points for using less characters. Anyway, let's get to work on this background square. So teal, ooh, this, that'll be rect as well, right? Because it's gonna be the rectangle. So rect, actually let's grab teal and say background, this teal color. And then down here we'll add circle, background is gonna have this other grayish dark color here. And then, nope, don't want that to come up. And then I have one called dark, which is gonna be the same as the background. So we can actually just throw that on alongside this body class here, and then that'll get that dark square too. Now the rect, that one is going to be width 100% maybe. Height, what is the height on that? Can we get our dimensions tool and measure that? It is 159. We'll say, is it one? We'll say like 150. I'm gonna assume there's like a 1 pixel off there, because it seems kind of weird that would have that. Also, we might. What's the best way to get that centered? Should we just absolute position it and push it down a certain number of pixels? I kind of just want to like display flex the body, but then we'd have to duplicate the body class, and I feel like that would be more characters than just saying position absolute. Actually, that's something that all of our divs are going to have in common. So we'll add a div here, and the position on all of those is going to be absolute, I think. So now this has position absolute. We're going to say top 100 pixels. Nope, we're going to say 75 pixels because maybe that's right, huh? 75, that looks appropriate. Does it look like it's a pixel higher or like up more? It's not against this edge here. Why is that not against the edge? What's pushing that? Oh, I think there's a margin on the body class, right? There we go. We got to get rid of that. So now we need the second square. Oh God, I'm talking way too much in this. You guys are going to be able to kill my time if you know what you're doing on this. So the second one, we need to get the RS for rotated square. We're going to say transform, rotate, what, 90 or 45 degrees, I think. Is that a valid CSS thing? I don't even know. But we also need to say, we could just say .rs.teal. So if it's got both of those classes, because I don't want to go back and add like a square class to select that on its own, right? We'll say, ooh, how do I measure that? Okay, if that's 50 pixels tall, and then from there to there is 80 pixels. So 80, 90, 100, 110, 20, 30. So it's at least 130. And then we'll say from there to there is 40. So 160, right? We'll try a height of like 160 and a width of 160 pixels. And that's not supposed to be the teal square. This needs to be the dark one, right? And then we'll say, oh, forgot the semicolon here. We'll say left 0, right 0, margin auto. Why is it not showing up? rs.dark, rs dark. That's a valid CSS selection. The height, the left, the right is there. Interesting. What if I do background pink to make it show up? Okay. The Z index on that is lower than our teal rect. That's what we selected, right? Rec. Apologize for the beeping in the background. I'm doing the, oh wait, that div. I forgot to close that and open this one. And that didn't fix it either, huh? Well, I guess the Z index is right on that. Oh, we never gave dark a color, right? Okay, gotcha. That's why. So we'll say, and then dark is actually how I was gonna select this on its own, right? Okay. And then down here, we'll add the, oh, we've got the RS transform. So that's good. And that was working too. And then we'll say background is gonna be this dark color. And then that doesn't look like it's big enough at all. Maybe if we like up this to like 200, that looks more like closer than it was before. We don't need left and right, or yeah, I guess we do need left and right on that actually. We'll say top, what, 50 pixels, yeah. Maybe what, 25? That looks centered. That looks pretty freaking close actually. We're off slightly on it. What is it? Is it, I think it's the height and the width on this. Is that if we make that 250, is that more? Boom! Oh, snap. We're so good at this. When I say we, I mean us, because I assume you guys are like shouting at the screen like Dora the Explorer, and you're like, do this, or you know, whatever. Anyway, now on to the teal square. So we've got, I'm doing this in such an inefficient way, I feel like, geez. We're gonna grab the .rs.teal, and we're gonna say I'm gonna guess that's like what, 100 pixels less on the height and the width. So we'll say height is 150 pixels. If I can put this in the right place, and then width is also gonna be 150 pixels. It might just be 50 pixels less, but we're gonna put it in the right position and see what happens. Left 0, right, and we're gonna extrapolate this out to that RS class. Margin, auto, and then the top on that's going to be different. So we'll have top be independent in both of those classes, but this we can extrapolate out, get rid of in here, get rid of that margin. And then we'll say top 50 pixels of 75 pixels. That looks appropriate. It looks, actually, maybe it is. Yeah, I guess it is 100 pixels less. Cool. And then last thing we got is the circle here. So we'll just say left 0, right 0, margin, auto, border radius. It's going to be, what, 100 pixels on every side, and that'll make it a circle, I think. Where we have our circle selector here, right? CIR, CLE, CIR, CLE, background. Oh, right, we need height and width. So height is going to be 50 pixels. Width is also going to be 50 pixels, I'm assuming, and then we'll put our semicolon there. Sweet, so that's kind of almost in the right place. Now we just need to do top of what, 150 pixels maybe? What? Left 0, right 0, margin auto. Why is that off to the left? Circle. Div position absolute, height 50 pixels. Is it the top thing? See, wait, what? Why is top affecting its left and right positioning? Top 0. That was, I'm gonna have to, what? Does that have, interesting. I didn't know transform worked like that. So what's happening is because it's parent, oh wait, no, it's not its parent. So why is it doing that? I don't know, that's weird. Border radius 100, top. This does not have transform rotate 45 degrees on it, right? That's just the RS thing. And we're targeting circle that doesn't have RS. Point out what I'm missing in the comments below, if you don't mind, guys. And we'll say 50 pixels there, 50 pixels there? No, 0. What if we make this 50 pixels? Cool, that's, like, that would make sense to me if it's not nested inside that, right? Like my divs are closed. Oh, my div is not closed properly. Okay, that's what it is. Gotcha. No, do not close OBS. Oops, I accidentally clicked on the wrong screen. Almost closed out my video here. Cool. Now if we go back to 150, and it's not 150, it's like 100 maybe, or 125. That looks appropriate. Cool. Perfect. Mock up, submit, because that's what we need to complete to like end our timer. Cool. Now we go back here. It took us 11 minutes to do that. That was very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in myself and how long it took me to do that. Of course, I was talking a lot the whole time, so meh. All right, on to the next one, right? We can't just go to the next one, and I don't, from that screen, and I don't like that. Cool. So this one, right? We got to start our timer again. My bad, guys. So we're gonna refresh that, and then ready, set, go. Cool. So as always, we're just gonna delete this, and then we're gonna take care of the body background. Is this purple thing? Just because, like, I like a nice easy win right out the gate, like that. All right. So how many divs am I gonna need on this? So we're gonna have the purple ones and the yellow. There's gonna be this yellow rectangle here. And then I guess the purple ones would need to be on the back. I mean, on top of that. And then we're gonna have another yellow rectangle right here. And then these circles, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divs, I think. Yeah, and then we're gonna say class equals, so what's the first layer? The first layer has gotta be that yellow one, right? So we'll say yellow. And then I think we're gonna need another yellow rectangle. These 3 on the bottom, those are gonna be class equals circle. So we're gonna go ahead and declare those so we don't get those confused. And then the yellow square, right? So these first 2 are gonna be the purple ones, and then this is gonna be yellow, or yeah, cool. So we'll say purple left, and then we'll have another one here, and that one's gonna be right, and this needs to be purple, and this needs to be center, so we can identify that one. Yeah, and then right side, and then center. We're gonna say CC, because if we're duplicating, I guess we can just say, yeah, we can just combine the classes like dot circle, dot center. That'll work, I think. And then that div, is there anything common in these? Position absolute, I think, but I think that might be the only one. So position absolute, is that absolute? Yeah, that's spelled right because it's the yellow color. So I think they kind of like help you out with the colors as far as if it's a valid. Do they? Let's find out. Nope. Never mind. Lied on that. They do not help out with the colors at all. It can be an invalid CSS property and have the right color. So yellow, Background is this yellow color. What else do we got? We got purple. Background is the purple color, which is the body. So we can copy that, throw that here. I think we're also gonna need margin 0 on that because otherwise this yellow, well, if it's gonna be absolutely positioned, the margin wouldn't matter. The only reason we needed to adjust the margin on that last one because the width was 100%. But if we're positioned absolute and we put it and we give it 0, it's gonna just go to the bottom, ignore that margin. So I don't think we need this one, right? We're gonna have a .circle class with a border radius of 100 pixels. And what is the height and width on those? I think we're gonna try and do this with just one circle. So 60 pixels, and then the border is gonna be 20 pixels. I think we can do it that way. So height, 60 pixels, width, 60 pixels. We might need to adjust that to 80. And then border is gonna be solid white, 20 pixels. Yeah, that'll work, except it's this color here. Actually, we're gonna override the border in circle dot side. We'll say border color is that. Excellent. And then, what's with that weirdness around it? I've had this issue happen before on a website, and I don't think there's a way to fix it unless I can't do it with border then. Dang it. I am gonna need an extra 3 circles. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's this like there's like a white outline. I don't know why is that happening. We might come back to the circles and see if that goes away. Maybe that's got like something with our other divs is causing that. I don't know, we'll see. So on to the yellow one, right? So we just gave it yellow. Bottom, we'll say yellow dot bottom because nothing else is gonna be the bottom of this. So bottom 0. Width is going to be, what if that thing, how big is this box actually? 400 pixels, and that one's 300. And the height of that is probably going to be, what, 50, 60, 70, 89, 100. So we'll say like the height and the width is 100. Or wait, no, the width is 300. The height is 100. That looks fairly close. And then we'll say left 0, right 0, margin auto. Now this little tip, this thing left 0, right 0, margin auto, that only works if it has a width. So like if you're ever using this outside of like CSS battles in like an actual project and you're like, I saw Garrett use this, why isn't this working? It's because it doesn't have a width. I don't have a good example of it to show right now, but if something's got a width of like, I don't know, 100 pixels, but it's actually taking up, like you've got overflow visible and it's actually taking up like 400 pixels, it's not gonna look centered. It's gonna look like it's off center. So just double check the width if you've run into any issues using this here. Anyway, on forward. I think this might actually, let's make this 150 pixels because yeah, we're gonna have purple rectangles on top of that and that'll cause that. So how are we gonna select these? We'll say purple left and purple right. Purple left, purple right. And these are gonna have some stuff in common. So like the width is probably like 100 pixels. Width, if I can spell that right, come on. And then the height on that, that's gonna be hard to determine. Maybe like what, 300 pixels? I'm assuming it's 400 by 400. No, it's like 400 by 300 maybe. What's the height of this box? Yeah, 400 by 300. So the height of those is probably maybe 250. Maybe that's too much because they're assuming they are starting in the top, right? No, they're not. Top 0. Yeah, it's still like too much. Maybe it is just it's 225, huh? Nah, 200, I think. No, it's 225 because we got to have the border radius on there, right? What is that going to be? 0, 0. Oop, we need the semicolon here. 0, 0, 100 pixels, 100 pixels, I believe. That looks pretty close. We're going to delete this as red because that's, I think they're going to be in the right place now. And then left is what, 50 pixels? Let's bring this back to 100 and see what happens. Getting this pixel perfect might actually be kind of a challenge. Oh, interesting. I think the width's too small on it, right? The width needs to be maybe 150, and then left needs to be, I don't know, what? How far is that from the center side? 50 pixels, right? So the background red helps me out a little bit. The height, it is 250. Yeah, maybe. And then the width is only 100. That looks more better than it was before. And then we'll just take that out. I think that might be it. We might need to adjust the height on that one more time, but I think that's probably pretty close. And then we need to remove that purple left. That needs to have this left 50 pixels. Cool. Now those are, I think, in the right place. Yeah, that looks great. All right, cool. Excellent. Now what are we getting next? That yellow one in the center? I think that's going to have, it's not going to have too much in common with the purple ones, right? So we got like maybe the width is going to be the same. The border radius is going to be the same, but on the top, so meh. We'll just say like, how far away from that top is that? Maybe like 50 pixels? Yeah, cool. So now let's do, what's it called? Yellow center. So we're going to grab yellow center. And we're going to say height, width is going to be that. Actually, the height might be the same. We can probably work with the same height. 250 pixels, left 0, right 0, margin auto. If we were doing this for like higher points, we'd probably extrapolate that out into its own class. Bottom 0, I think that looks like it's going to be 50 pixels from the top. And then, yeah, it is going to be because the whole height is 300, so that's 50 pixel difference. And we'll say border radius is going to be, what, 100 pixels, 0, 0. And wham, bam, Bob's your uncle. Cool, now we just got to get those circles in the right position, and this white like blur is still there, so we are going to have to do 6 circles, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Whatever gets it 100%, because that's what I want, 100%. So how am I going to organize these? So we're getting rid of that. This is going to be left. What color is that? Like pink-ish? Red? Purple? It's like a pink, purple, red. I don't even, I'm just going to say color, because I don't know what color it is. This one's like pinkish, and that'll be pink. This one's just going to be color, because I don't feel like coming up with a name for that. So that's left. We're going to have right. And then we're going to have, what, the pink? That's going to be the interior one. So this should be color, and then this should be pink, and then circle center. That one, yeah, we're going to have the color. We're using color, and then pink. Yeah, I think I can make that work. All right, cool. We're just going to write these at the top because I don't want to have to go all the way down. Oh, God, we broke stuff. Cool. So circle left color. Actually, we're going to say color is going to be background, this reddish thing, right? Oh gosh, it's a habit of pressing Control S to save, and I just cannot break that. And then pink is going to be background of I guess maybe that's more of like an orange or like a peach color. That's probably what it is. It's peach, but hey, we're not going to go back and change it now because it's too much work. Where is it getting that white border radius from? Did I keep that? Circle. Gotcha. We're going to take that up here because we're going to need to adjust that a little bit, I think. The height and the width of that is what? So it's 60 by 60 and then 60, 70, 80 by 80. Okay. So we'll use the 80 by 80 and then just override. That doesn't look like the right size to me. Huh. Oh well. All right, now let's position these in the right places. So circle left color. I think we just target circle left. That would be right, yeah. So that's gonna have left 50 pixels. And then how far away from the bottom is that? We're just gonna use bottom. So 50, 60, 70. Go off dimensions. I need the hotkeys for that. 70 pixels. And then that doesn't look exactly right because there's 70 pixels. Nope, it's not 70. Is it 60? Oh gosh, is something not right? Our yellow thing looks flawless. Yeah, right? Oh, it's the size because that's the inner circle. So that one needs to be, yeah, we're just gonna add a class called inner on these. So left pink is gonna be inner, right? Oh, what's up with our, oh, right, width, not left, silly me. And then that one's gonna be pink, and then that one's gonna be, or sorry, that's gonna be the inner, that's gonna be the inner. Now the positioning on that, I think that does need to be 70, right? Yeah, cool, that looks good. And then I guess this needs to be color? No, it's the pink one, right? Yeah, cool. And then circle left color is going to be left 50 pixels, bottom 50 pixels, and then we gotta add an outer because the height and width is not right on that apparently. Right, because we need to double the, I was only counting the 20 pixels on one side, not both. All right, cool. If I go back and like optimize that, I could get that way less lines, I think. Wait a minute, hold on. Why is okay, it's just because we're adding new stuff and breaking something. So now we're to target circle right color, and that's gonna be right 50 pixels, bottom 50 pixels, cool. And then circle right pink, and that's gonna be right 70 pixels, bottom 70 pixels, cool. And then last one we got to do is that center one. So what are we going to do on that? We're going to say circle center pink is going to be, actually let's combine this. So we're doing our little left 0, right 0 margin auto trick, and then we just need to adjust the top, right? So we are actually just going to put top 50 pixels there, and that'll get the outer circle in the right position. And then we just need to do circle, if I can spell it right, circle, yeah, that's right, center inner. That's going to be top of 50, 60, 70 pixels probably, I think. Is that perfect? I think it is. Look at that, submit. How long did that take us? Be under 10 minutes, 16 minutes. Oh, means you got to edit a 25-minute video. Oh, well, not too much bad, or too bad. Anyway, sweet, new high score, 600 point, 100% match. Yeah, so I go for a percentage match. If you didn't get 100% match, and you're just like claiming you beat my score, it doesn't matter. You got to get 100% and beat my score, or time, my time actually, because I'm not optimizing for score, I'm not optimizing for time. I'm not even optimizing for time that well because I'm talking the whole time. But that's it for this one, guys. Hope you learned some cool little CSS stuff, or at least got these challenges done. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below on like how I did something. If you have any comments, anything like that, let me know. Give me a thumbs up so you know I'm doing good stuff. And if you didn't get my resume template, the one I use to get my first tech job before I had any tech experience, where I just like listed my projects basically. Look in the description, I'll have a link where you can go to get that. And then also if you do need like more projects to build and practice, check out selftaught-dev.com. And then come join the Discord too. Link for both of those is in the description. I make a monthly project every month in Discord. And then after, like actually a new one needs to come out today. Man, I'm not gonna have time to make it today, crap. So a new one will come out tomorrow, but May 2nd, 2022, so we're clear on the date. And yeah, projects are there. And then self-dev is like an archive of all the projects I've made thus far if you need like more practice projects. But I will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Round 1.